Welcome back everybody to Final Fantasy XIV Online with Roselore Serafina. We are currently at the armorer section where we are building up our armorer qualifications because as I have progressed with one of my other characters, I've discovered I have a need to meld materia into higher level gear and that I need a higher level craftsman to do it, and she's not there yet, so we're going to try and avoid that mistake with Ros. We're going to bring her levels up. Let's talk to her Naanza, the guildmaster. Hi. May the best armourer win. In a bid to quell mutinous murmurings within the guild, Forge Master Hanaanza has decided to entrust you with a prestigious commission. Ah, Roselore, the woman whose name is on everyone's lips. In case you didn't know, the entire guild seems to be holding its breath, waiting to see which side you'll come down on. The popular opinion is that you're ready to take up with Blanstyr. I have no such concerns, of course. Had you resolved to distance yourself from me, we would not be having this conversation. But that does not change the fact that your allegiance remains a subject of public debate, one which threatens the unity of the guild. I propose you dispel our colleagues' unfounded anxiety by demonstrating your affiliation in a manner that none may doubt nor dispute. Specifically, I would have you accept the commission of a valued client on my behalf. That, I think, should serve as proof of both my faith in you and of your support for the Guild's future and present course. Tell me, how would you like to try your hand at crafting a suit of steel chainmail? The order comes from a resident of Costa del Sol, an extremely wealthy and discerning gentleman who will accept nothing less than the final quality armor. As you may imagine, his patronage is of great value to the Guild. I need hardly add that I would not entrust this commission to an armourer in whom I had aught less than the utmost faith. The client's maidservant, Nortyrwyb, will supply you with the finer details of the order. She should be here in the city, conducting business at the Fisherman's Guild as we speak. Very well, Guildmaster. Do we have a fishing guild quest while we're here? Let me have a look. We could do two. The game of cat and fish. Right, I know where that is. That's over at Bulgord Float. We are currently gonna wander off this way. There is no. That's right. There is no jelly beans. No, there is no etherite here. Look at this beautiful little Ladies' Day decorations. I forgot to take you around on a tour of the cities to show you, but this is Little Ladies' Day 2025. The decorations. I did do the quest off screen with Roselore because you will already have seen it in the Ladies' Day quest episode for the quest by quest series, so I didn't want to do too many of it. I'm not sure. I mean, let me know how you guys feel. If you really want to see it done with the main, like with the play-by-play, the Let's Play character, let me know, and I will alter that for the next event. Alrighty. We need to go to the Fisherman's Guild. Boom. There are so many quests in here. Alrighty. So we're not going into the Fisherman's Guild, Roz. What are you thinking? Oh no, we are going into the Fisherman's Guild because she's got business here, doesn't she not? Yeah, there she is. Alright, let's go. We haven't played the game of cat and fish for our guildmaster yet, so yes. Let's talk to Nortyrwyb. Greetings and salutations. What an honor it is to meet another of Limsa Lemin's famous artisans. I'm sorry, a commission? Oh dear, there seems to be some confusion. I have already trusted my master's commission to a veteran craftsman of your esteemed organization. You are acquainted with Blanstyr. His reputation precedes him, you see, and I saw little reason to doubt that a man of his experience should be assigned the task. But do you mean to suggest that you... I merely sought to justify my own misapprehension. Regrettable though this situation may be, I would hesitate to shame your colleague by stripping him of his commission, given all the sterling work he has done for us in the past, I mean. Yet I can well imagine that you are loath to return to your superior empty-handed. Assuming the finished armour is of exceptional quality, my master will provide full remuneration regardless of the hand that forges the links. Mayhap it would be best for all concerned if you discuss the matter with your fellow armourer. Wow, he gazumped the guild leader. Oh boy. I don't want to be in the middle of the politics. Let's go up to the upper decks. We're going to zip-dee-dah to the aft castle. What a naughty undermining fellow. I mean, but he's been undermining her from like the get-go, like the way he kind of tried to wind me up into thinking I was being unfairly treated when I wasn't. So, well, that's just rude. Blanstyr. And we can't show a client there's that much division in the guild. That would be bad too. Hoi, you troublemaking soul. Well, if it ain't Hananza's lapdog. I heard about your little show of allegiance. Huh, I suppose Nortyrwyb told you I snatched the commission from right under your nose, didn't she? Heh, seems we've got ourselves a thorny little predicament, don't it? Well, I ain't about to hand the job back to you on a silver bleeding platter, but that don't mean I want you to give up, neither. Don't you see? This is the perfect chance to find out who's the better armourer, to see which of us has walked the right and proper path. I'm talking about a contest of skill, girl. Whichever of us crafts the finer suit of chainmail gets the job. But remember, this bloke pays good coin for a reason. He wants the best, and he ain't about to settle for less. Not that he'll have to, of course. Your armour would need to be bloody flawless to be better than mine, so our mate'll be getting his money's worth, whatever happens. Once you're ready, bring your armour back here and we'll lay it out next to mine. We've both got our pride, so I reckon we can judge the results fairly for ourselves. Now bugger off. I don't know if he knows what fair is, given his underhanded behaviour. Alrighty, I'm just going to go up here where the light is pretty good. We're going to have a look. We need to craft a whatchamathingy. Steel chainmail of high quality. This is going to be interesting. Alrighty. So we're going to go into our recipe search, right? I'm just going to type in steel CH. Hit that enter. And give it a minute. So we either have a chaser hammer, which we know we don't need. Make sure we click on chainmail. Alright, so we need some steel rings. And we need some undyed velveteen. I want to have high quality in both. So I'm going to actually craft both from scratch. I know I've got some undyed velveteen in with my retainers. But I can't be bothered going to get it. However, I may have to because we've got some, I don't think we've got any dew thread. Let's have a look and see if Summerweb sells dew thread. No. See, this is the thing you guys have got to be aware of, is when you're selling stuff on the markets. Okay, these are the prices that people can buy them for. So my copper ore is way overpriced. I'll have to fix that. So is my tin ore. But again, you're looking at people paying for convenience on the boards as well, so they may not buy it. If they just have to jog down to here, all they have to do is pick it up. It's really simple, like brass ingots, hard leather. So I'm going to try and keep these prices in mind when I go next time I go and sell stuff, because they were not in my mind at all. Let's have a look and see what Smearhammer has. He has a slightly different array. So he has undyed hempen and cotton cloth over here. They're not high quality though, so we still have to make up the thing. But he does not have what we're looking for, which is dew thread. So I'm going to go and see. We'll head on down to the whatchamathingy. I know what I'm trying to say. My words are just lousy today. The aft castle is over this way. I love this scenery. It's so pretty. So pretty. Magic offline. Okay. We are going to the Aetheryte Plaza. It's either this or we're going to go and hunt down some big bugs. There's our itinerant Moogle. Right. Now we're going, where are we going? I know. I partly miss being in a guild and I partly don't, because when I was in the guild, it was once, like a lot of people, like there's been a lot of personnel changeover, and a lot of the people that I joined or that invited me to join aren't there anymore. And then it was just like walking through a void until I said I was going to leave, and then, you know, then people said, "Oh, do you need a hand?" By then it was a bit late. So, I know, guilds. Have a look at this. And trust to withdraw items. So let's have a look at our items, what we need. Is we have, okay, so we don't need to worry too much about what we're doing. Let's see what we've got over here. We've got some hempen yarn. We have cotton. We have dew thread. Alright, so we're going to need that stuff. It's not high quality, but we do have it. Linen yarn and woolen yarn. What I'm looking for is the raw stuff. I thought I had some on me actually. No, those are fishing bits, you daft widget. So that's what we've just picked up. Let's just sort all of this so it's in a neat kind of array. We have obtained and registered that, and obtained and registered that. That's a level 49 coffer. We'll open that up with someone else. With another class, sorry, not someone else. Okay, proto armor identification key. Only for use in self-society quests. Alright, so that's something I've got a quest for. Starlight Kinderpunch, which I can't use at the moment because it's now out of date. Apparently it goes off. Dew thread. Alright, let's have a look and see what we need for... Okay, go back to our armor. So we're going to recipe search, click on steel chainmail. It'll come up in a minute. Undyed velveteen and steel rings. Alrighty. Let's just go across to Weaver. See what we need to make undyed velveteen. Alright, so I need dew thread and cotton yarn. Let's see if we've got some nice cotton yarn in there. We did, didn't we? Because I spotted it. I think it might even have been good quality stuff. No, that was the hempen yarn, my bad. Alright, so we're going to have to turn our cotton yarn. So that's good. We don't need to make it from scratch. We have our cotton yarn and our dew thread in one spot. Just stay with him while I look this up. Recipe search, undyed velveteen. Because chain pinches, you want something underneath it, okay? So we could make that, we're just going to have to work to make it good. Steel chainmail, for that we need steel rings, wasn't it? Yeah, so steel rings, of which I have none on me. Let's see if our retainer has any steel rings on him. I have a box of something here. These are iron rings, bronze rivets, iron rivets. Okay, so no steel rings. I have an iron ingot, mudstone, whetstone. I think I sold my steel ones. I told you I would regret it. That's okay, we've got the ingredients on us. Alrighty. Hempen, cotton. And this is why I stored a lot of it, because I didn't want to run out. But the truth is you don't need it. Okay. Alright, let's thank Andreas. Until next we meet. What a sweet man. Go to Ragath. What need have ye of me today? I wish to withdraw some items if you have them. Now he shouldn't technically have steel rings on him, but we're going to check. He does have steel ingots, so let's retrieve that. We can probably make steel rings out of that without too much effort. Alrighty. We need to think about doing something with that too. So there's... Do I have bomb ash on me? Let's add that 10 bomb ash to the bomb ash that we've got. What was the other ingredient we needed? Tin ore and iron ore. Yeah, we're good. Okay, let me just sort this thing out. Beautiful. Alright, quit out of that. Thank you so much for your service. Alrighty. So we haven't sold anything. We're still selling 20 items on both market boards. It'll be a little while before any of that comes back. If it ever does. Okay, so C. What was I doing? Not C. N. We were making some chainmail. Well, actually, first we were making some undyed velveteen. I needed one piece of that. So let's get that going. I could quick synthesize it. I could. What level is it? 24? Does it tell me a recommended? So craftsmanship of 99 recommended. So we're above that. If you have a look at your stats, so when you go into that, what does that mean? It means go over here, find craftsmanship. We have 195, so we had double that to make our undyed velveteen. I only need one of each. I need one good one. So why don't I synthesize one good one and then we'll quick synthesize the rest. Let's go. Oh yeah, good point. And before we go anywhere with our weaver, just make sure that so we've only got a level of 30, so this could be different. See our craftsmanship is now at 221, so we're even better off than we were. Alright, let's synthesize one good piece. We need, what's that? Great strides. The next touch action, yeah. So I want the next 4 for 50%, so we'll do that. And then we'll go basic touch. And we'll go standard touch. We'll go basic touch. What's that? Increases inner quiet. Okay, I'm going to leave that for a minute. I don't quite understand it. I'm probably overlooking a blessing. Now you notice our durability is down, so we're going to hit our Master's Mend. Ooh, what's that do? Costs of how much? Doesn't cost me anything to do. Okay, I went from good to normal. I don't think that's a good thing. Increases your quality. Well, I don't need to increase that. We're good now. Let's go with veneration, respect the craft, make the stuff. We should get a nice high quality item. Yes, one bolt of undyed velveteen. Let's see what happens when we synthesize this, shall we? Not synthesize. Let me just quit out of that. My bad. Quick synthesize. Hit your minus sign to get the maximum you can make. Hit synthesis. I'm probably going to regret doing that because I probably want the cloth for other things. Alright, so when you have a high enough crafting, you have a good chance of synthesizing under quick synthesis some high quality. It's not a great chance, as you can see. You're definitely not failing anything, but you're definitely not doing quality work, high quality work. However, this is a new day too, I think. We'll just, there's a second one out of 10, 2 out of 10, 3 out of 11. Oh my, she's on a roll. Let's not, no, we jinxed her a little bit. So once you're of a high enough level, you can actually do this quite easily. But to guarantee it, it's best to take the long way. Okay. So, we've done that. Now, we want to go back to being an armourer. Alright, fine, we'll stop crafting. We'll go back to being an armourer. We'll check to see if there's any better gear we could be wearing. There isn't. Go N, crafting. Go recipe search, because unlike your gathering log, your crafting log actually remembers what you were looking for last time and will list it up to, I think, about 10 items maybe, or is it 5? Something in between there. Alright, we want some steel rings. Let's search for those as well. I know, we get there. Steel rings, we have 4 steel ingots, we only need 1, we only need 3 high quality steel rings. Let's not play with the synthesis. It recommends a craftsmanship of 106, so we're probably going to have to work a little bit at it. Alrighty, let's go with the pointy finger. I'm going to put the pointy finger up here. There we go. Put the study there we go. Alrighty, pointy finger. Basic touch. Standard touch, basic touch, Restore the quality. You know what I didn't do? I didn't buy food. Okay, now my CP is back. We're going to do it again. And again. And again. And fix it. Grab this. Venerate it. And then make a second set. Alrighty. And if we're going to synthesize a third set, might as well. One of those. One of these. And a bit of that. And a bit of this. And fix what we've nearly broken. And I know it's a waste of CP, but we'll do it anyway. Grab this. And grab that. That's all we need to do. Let's go back down here. We're going to grab our steel chain. Steel chain mail. Make sure that's definitely what we need to do. So let's move this over. Suit of steel chain mail. Alrighty. We're going to select all of these and select this so it knows we want the exceptional quality stuff, because that is going to give us a boost in our quality, ability to turn out quality. So we start with 15% because our materials are high quality. Finger to the sky. Basic touch. Oh, bit of a challenge here. Standard touch, and this is why we wanted to start with our higher quality materials. I'm going to just play with fire here. Venerate. Alright, now see how it's nearly done. Let's restore the durability so that whoever's wearing it gets more wear out of it. I still have 2 more. Right, proof of completion, it recorded in the crafting log. Deliver a suit to Blanstyr. The cheeky rabbit. I know, he's not a very nice man. He's trying to depose his guild leader by blackening her name instead of earning his place, because he disagrees with her methodology. Let's go to the aft castle. Alright. Oh, level 37. Let's not keep the man waiting. Now, let's see if he's as fair-minded as he says he is, because if he's not, we may have to fight him with a pickhammer or something to make him own up. But I don't think it's going to come to that. Come on, Blanstyr. Well, pressure too much for you, lass, or have you finally finished putting that chainmail together? I didn't rush. Right then, let's have a look, shall we? Let's. With witnesses, Blanstyr, because I don't trust you. Oh, by Beergot's beard, where'd you learn to forge links like that? It's bloody perfect. Rulga himself would struggle to stick a dagger through that steel. And look at that luster. Strength and beauty in equal goddamn measure. The guy's a craftsman, he just worships the craft, doesn't he? That's so good for us. Nunza be praised the builder for dropping a gift like yourself in her lap. Ye won fair and square, Roselore. I'll not bother to lecture ye no more. I'll take your beauteous bloody chainmail to Nortyrwyb myself and let her know who it was as crafted it. That's an old tradition among us armourers, case you didn't know. The loser of these contests gets the job of delivering the victor's goods. You know I'm going to check on that, Blanstyr. Bah! Gloat while you can. I'm not gloating. You just joined Hanunza at the top of me list. This ain't over. Not by a long shot. He's a very angry puppy. Well, I'm going to get a wrapped iron hammer, but it's still not as good as the one I went and bought myself. As is none of this gear. Got to keep up with the times there, Blanstyr. I know, right? That is a nice set, though. Level 38, just by doing the quests. You know what else we're going to do? We're going to start looking at levs as well and getting those levs to help us level up. I did not mean that to come out as a pun, by the way. Let's go and see if Hanaanza has another quest for us. I reckon we can level our puppy up to 60. What do you think? Hands of Steel. Forge Master Hanaanza wishes to assign you a new commission. Greetings, Roselore. I heard you bested Blanstyr in an armorer's contest of skill. An impressive feat, and one of which you should be proud. But I'm afraid you've made a most troublesome enemy, for he is both persistent and vindictive. As you well know, I speak from bitter experience on that matter. Rather than dwell on this unpleasant rivalry, however, I would have you focus on your craft. Ready your hammer and pliers, Roselore. There is much and more to do. Master Linsgath over at the Bismarck has commissioned a new steel fry pan, and as one of might expect of the head of the Culinarians Guild, he accepts only the finest wares. Now, compared to pounding out thick protective plates of armor, cooking utensils, being generally smaller and lighter, require a somewhat more delicate touch. You must bring all of your concentration to bear, lest you risk ruining the entire piece with a misplaced blow. In light of recent events, which have no doubt left your mind scattered, I believe a task that fully engages your faculties will prove beneficial. Let us not keep Master Linsgath waiting, Roselore. To the forge with you. Ah, I know, right? Well, let us have a look and see what it takes to make a what? A steel fry pan. Let's try steel fry as opposed to small fry. Okay, I need some steel plate and some oak lumber. Now I think my wonderful retainers have both. And I haven't sold it yet. I know, here I am busily clearing out things and I'm like, wait, let's go and do some crafting. The less said about that, the better. I know. We're nearly at level 39. Woohoo! Where are we going? Off to the Aetheryte Plaza, of course. And thence, under the big green money bag. It's really quiet this time of day. It's about mid-morning Australia as I do this. You know what I really want to see if there's any higher level conjurer gear. Andreas. Now, which one of my boys had... I did summon, you wonderful person you. I need some steel plate. Do you have any on you? It's not looking good. Maple, ash, elm, ash, oak lumber, walnut lumber, yew log, walnut log. Alright, so it looks like I have some normal oak lumber. Let's pull that stuff out of there. Now, steel plate. I'm not seeing any. Alright, thanks Andreas. I'm going to have a quick chat with Hragath. Yes, until next we meet. Back to Hragath. I need you to have some really high quality oak lumber and steel plate. Did I entrust that to you or have I completely lost my marbles? I have iron plate in there. Oh, I have one high quality dew thread. What is that doing in there? Grr. I know, right? Let's have a quick look over here. Looks like I'm all out of steel plate and I believe I'm all out of steel as well. Yeah, that's fine. We needed to clear a few of these things out of our inventory. Thank you, Hragath. I'm not used to being called madam though. Honestly, far too polite. Okay, well, let's just wander a little ways down here where the light is so much better. We're going to make ourselves a steel fry pan as soon as I make some steel plate. Let's have a looky-see for that, shall we? Steel plough. Give it a minute. I need a steel ingot. I need 2 of them to be precise. So I guess we're going to be looking for steel ings. There we go. Alrighty, we can make some nice steel ingots. And I'm thinking I could probably get away with quick synthesis on this too. Let's go. All the things. Let's go. So if you're feeling a bit lazy, you can actually just do this. Craft up a storm. There's our first high quality steel ingot. Challenge log. I was about to say we should check out our challenge log, crafting up a storm. Let's have a look at that while she's busily doing that. So crafting log. I can't do that while we're... Oh, fine. Fine then. There's our 3 high quality steel ingots. That's pretty good. And you'll notice as we're working away there, down here in the bottom, we've got, we're gradually heading towards level 39. She's just busily hammering. It's 1530 XP just for bulking this up, so it's really not a bad way to get your XP up if you can be patient. I do wish I could look in other things while she was doing it though, but I guess if you're thinking it could be her doing it, yeah. We are definitely ready to get our next lot of crafting gear though, aren't we? I might see how if we can get closer to level 45 and maybe skip a couple of levels of gear. Koma-san, what are you doing? Oh, good. Okay, so I should maybe... That's a crafting ring, so we should get some crafting material out of that. Maybe, oh, and out of that one. That'll be good. So we'll be able to do something else just snapped into place. That probably won't be crafting material there. And that will be as well. Oh, nice. We're going to be able to up our crafting levels quite a bit. We do want to get to level 80 something though in order. Crafting up a storm just done. We just got a bunch of XP out of that. Oh, I can't look it up. We're going to have to look it up in a minute. So the other thing we're doing while we're doing this is there's also a challenge for crafting high quality items. So this helps. So you get a challenge log once a week, and it's a really good way of boosting up your XP on your various jobs. You just have to choose which job to be doing it with. In this case, we're focusing on armorer. We are nearly halfway to our next level already. So that's pretty good. We're just keeping ahead of our quests. I want to make some furnishings, but I don't know how they'll go on the market. I have heard they do pretty well, but you know, what if you make something no one wants for their house? I guess it stays on the market for a while. Maybe. Doing pretty good. Alright, 10 more to go. And 9. And 8. Seeker of blood. That is very disturbing. Because that's such a cute bunny. Alright. We done? We're done. End that synthesis. Okay. Are we ready? We've run out of bomb ash, look at that. Are we ready for our steel, not our steel chain, our steel plate? We are. We're going to use our high quality steel ingots for this. Alright, deep breath. I think we need about 3 of these. Let's make 6 just in case, okay? So, one of those, one of those, one of that. Alright. Restore this. Because I have a feeling this is like one of those one-hit wonders where we just have to do this once. Yeah, look at that. Okay, 1 steel plate. I'm not quite willing to... I'm going to guarantee myself the high quality before I go anywhere near doing anything else. Steel quality, and once more for the kiddies. Deep breath, innovation, basic touch, standard touch, master's mend, veneration. I know, give it a minute to catch up with you, and basic synthesis. Okay, back down, steel fry pan. Okay, we have. I need 1 of these, my bad. Let's see if we can do this with just some non-quality oak lumber. This will be a challenge, I think. 1 of that. 1 of this. Oh yeah, okay. I'm just watching the durability drop. I want to bring that up to top again. Okay, hang on a minute. It's 18. 18 and 18 is 36. Not enough CP. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. 96% chance, I know. We did it. High quality. Achievement unlocked for Riddle of Steel 4, which means we're level 40. Yes. Alright, challenge log. Remember how I was waffling about challenge log? Let's have a quick look at that thing. It's under logs. Crafting, down the bottom. Alright, so if you go crafting and gathering, there is crafting up a storm. For 30 items, you get a nice 15,500 XP and 1,000 in gold. You do 20 high quality items, you get another 15,500 XP and 2,000 gold. We need to successfully desynthesize 5 items. What have I got? So I'm going to find things that I don't use anymore, like, well, my lower level axes. Now, you'll know that the thing is listed, is used, because it will have a little thing next to it, okay? So try not to desynthesize something you're actually using. Level 29, raising hammer, what are we? We have a level 34, so I know, because I get a little bit insecure. So let's desynthesize that thing. How many items? Alright, let's desynthesize the iron doming hammer. I'm going to be very embarrassed if I desynthesize something I'm using. The plundered battle axe. We could desynthesize that, I suppose. The steel bardiche, level 31 marauder's arm. Let's go. I mean, we have to do this anyway, because we're running out of room. Spiked steel labrys. Look, do you mind? Thank you. Level 28. You get some materials back. The Torres bill. Okay, almost complete my big break. Steel ornamental hammer, level 34 for gunsmith. You know what, we can make one anyway. Let's just desynthesize that. Oh, material augmented. Steel ornamental, retrieve materia. Craftsman's Cunning. GSM. Goldsmith, not gunsmith. Alright. Which means if I've put a materia augmented item in there, that means that I've used it. Okay, Wolf Fang Needle. Retrieve the materia. So this is where my craftsman's materia is gone. Again. And desynthesize. So all I'm doing is I'm just working my way down the crafting entries in the challenge log. I think I closed that. Okay. And the good thing about completing these things, we've broken those. I don't need to break anymore. Successfully gather items comparable to your own level 100 times and gather as boon. And then we need to catch some fish. So we might go and do that, but the reason why we want to finish these entries is we're going to complete. Once we've completed 5 unique challenges, we get 10 grand. 10, we get 10 more grand, and so on and so forth. And we've got enough skills where we can actually get that done now. So we're going to work on that to replenish some of the cash that we've lost. There, we don't need to do any more of that for the minute. Do I have any higher level gear? No. We're level 40. Let's try and get to level 45 before we upgrade our gear again. We'll see how this goes. In the meantime, I think, don't we have a quest? Yes, let's go and talk to Hananza. So I don't know. I mean, Voyager and Wanderer, what are they like as guilds, do you think? I don't know. There seems to be a lot of members roaming around. They seem to be happy. Culinarian, Marauders, we're at the Alf Castle. Or maybe we just run guildless for a little bit. I mean, most guilds get a lot better once you hit those higher levels and you're actually in the latest DLC. There is a lot more activity in most guilds. But most guilds tend to just leave their junior members, their people who haven't reached the outer DLCs. The ones I've experienced just tend to, like, you don't exist. So, you know, it can be a little bit disheartening. Where is that fry pan, Roselore? Is it true that you're no longer some rank novice, but do not think your posterior is safe from the... Oh, let me try that again. It is true that you are no longer some rank novice, but do not think your posterior is safe from the toe of my boot if you choose to dither and dally. Ma'am, I would not dream of it. I got your fry pan right here. But you also demand quality, so I took a little time with it. Truly, another consummate work. I can find no floor with its weight or balance. It is not so heavy as to be a struggle to lift, yet it remains sturdy enough to endure the frantic pace of the Bismarck's kitchens. I trust at this juncture that you comprehend in full my earlier warning. To produce a fry pan of this quality would almost certainly have required your undivided attention, and I can tell this item received just that. The consistency of the metal's thickness is all the evidence one needs. Whew, I've managed to impress the guildmaster. This type of precision should not be undervalued. In this case, should the fry pan be poorly forged, the heat of its cooking surface will be uneven, and such flaws are unacceptable to an exacting culinarian such as Master Linsgath. Even the sturdiest of utensils, however, rarely last him more than a few seasons. It is a struggle to find armorers who can meet his demanding specifications when he turns to our guild for replacements. I had long intended to assign this commission to you, but your encounter with Blanstyr had me doubting your ability to concentrate. This is one of those rare occasions when I am happy to be proven wrong. Your uncompromising attention to detail continues to be an inspiration to your colleagues. And speaking of details, there is one that remains untended. Delivering this fry pan into Master Linsgath's hands. I trust you do not need directions to the Culinarians Guild? No, not yet. Thank you. I think she just told me to go and deliver my fry pan. And to be quick about it. Right. Culinarians Guild, we are going to just take the teleport. I know, for 'tis a gift. I am loving these decorations and this music. It is so relaxing. I know, I think I needed a couple of chill episodes of just crafting after the week that has been and gone. So, very happy to be doing just this. Hopefully you guys will, if you're not crafters already, you'll see that there are times if you don't want to be running through dungeons and when you just need a break and just need some time to chill. This game can actually have those chill moments in it as well. If you like crafting. If you don't, maybe not so chill for you. You've come to deliver me new fry pan, have you? Why aren't you in me kitchens doing your apprenticeship? There you go. Well now, ain't she a beauty? With this pan I'll be able to whip up all sorts of dishes and not fret about burning the middle or undercooking the edges. You say this was your work? Only the Forge Master herself has ever been able to make utensils what I'd consider worthy of the Bismarck. Seems like I finally got me another craftswoman I can trust. You're welcome in me kitchen any time, lass. Thank you. Alrighty, what do we want? Mithril magnifiers, which we jumped the gun and got. We've got that. And we've got that. Alright, now we're getting to quests that are giving us gear close to our level. Oh, boom, 41. Nice. Let us have a look and see if we've gotten anything. A linen deer stalker. That must have been sitting in my equipment for a bit. Level 25 gear now. Nice. Alright. Now, Linscat has my next culinarian quest. So, that's fine. We're concentrating on armorer. Look, see, me concentrating. Don't die of shock. I know. It's been a week. Let's toddle over to this Ethernet shard. And we are going to head on back to the Arf Castle where I am hoping... there is... Yes. A whole new armorer's quest waiting for us. Let's go. I think we can get another quest in. What do you reckon before the end of the episode? Just take a breath and enjoy. I know, it's gorgeous. I am lost, by the way. I'll just run around in circles for a minute. That's not where we want to be. Okay, there's my goldfish. There's my guild. I am not as lost as I think I am. It's the helmet and the anvil, just give it away, okay? Let's go and find our next quest. Man, Blanstyr is sure nursing a grudge though, isn't he? Hanaanza, hi. Best of 3. Forge Master Hanaanza has an announcement for you. Uh-oh. Ooh, and some pliers? Oh, I think we could do with those. We haven't got those yet. I hope you're feeling competitive, Roselore, for Blanstyr has submitted a formal challenge. It seems he means to recover the pride you cost him with your previous victory. He does? He is an overgrown, sulky child who sees his fellow colleagues as not more than rivals. In his tiny world, all that matters is who is the best, who is the brightest, and who is the most able to provide immediate value to the guild. Now, I should be lying, of course, if I said that I did not also take such factors into account. You well know my demand for excellence, but the methods we take to reach it differ vastly. Blanstyr would run a guild of exclusion, one in which an adventurer like yourself would have been unwelcome. The lack of sense in that is clear. He may be my equal in skill and technique, but it is this narrow perspective that weighed the balance against him in our contest for the guildmaster's chair. I won, and he lost. That simple fact plays an enormous role in the enmity that now lies between us, and I am certain that past defeat is no small part of what fuels Blanstyr's present desire to prove himself your better. I regret that this ridiculous feud has drawn you into its bitter maw, but if it means seeing that stubborn old dodo put in his place, then I am just childish enough myself to encourage you to accept. Blanstyr awaits you in his usual haunt. Go to him and show him you have the steel to pick up the gauntlet he's thrown down. Yes, Guildmaster, it will be my pleasure. Oh, I love these trees. I know, they used to be just a plain run down, but this is beautiful. I don't know if they'll stay though. Yes, don't tell Blanstyr I just got lost heading off to challenge him. My bad. Blanstyr. I've had just about enough of Ananza's coddling ways. She's raising a generation of slackjaws what look like armourers but ain't fit to wipe the soot from a proper craftsman's backside. Look, a proper craftsman shouldn't be sitting in soot to start with. Before you know it, folk will start losing trust in the trade itself. Years of pride and tradition are crumbling to dust about our feet. Blanstyr. Of course, ever since ye bested me in our little competition, me words don't carry the weight they once did. Seems like I've got to take you down a few pegs before I can start putting things right. Aye, the world needs to know old Blanstyr is not to be beaten by one of Ananza's lot, even if it were a prize pup. We'll settle this old-fashioned way, a 3-round contest of skill. There ain't no point dragging this out, so let's get straight to the challenge for the first round. The finest mithril cuirass you can forge. Since I'll be choosing the task, we'll leave the appraisal of your work to your precious forge master. I'll be taking my armour to her directly. Once you've shown her Ananza your own cuirass and heard her decision, you bring that piece to me so I can see it for myself. Whoa. That man is a very angry little dodo. Okay, I need to go and present a mithril cuirass to her Ananza. Let's go see what sort of mithril. I think I put it up on the market board. We may have to dig out our miner, no pun intended. And if we do, well, that's fine, because we need to increase our gathering skills in order to be able to live up to things as well. I know, actually, hang on a minute. Do we have anything new to add? No, we're good. Alrighty. Level 25 skills. I don't think that's going to cut it. We're going to have to lift our game, I think. We've got the cash to do it. Alright, first things first. Let's go and have a chit-chat to our retainers. Yes, I am lost again. Why do you ask? It's the bright green flag. Here we go. See, there's a few of us without guilds. There, see, I'm not alone. You summoned? I did. Let's entrust any duplicates we might have. Wolffang and Elm Lumber, let's confirm that. Oh, that's because I, yes, deteriorated a few things. You know what I mean, desynthesized a few things. Alright. What's that? That's pretty. Uldan ring and the Media Survivor ring, I see. Okay, so what we're going to do... Let's just sort all of this, it's driving me batty. Nice. Yep, okay. A mithril cuirass. So I'm looking for anything mithril. So I have a mithril ingot. Alright, let's see what we need for this. N. A mithril C. Alright, cavalry bow, claymore, cuirass. So I need mithril plate, mithril rings, and an electrum ingot. Now I also want to go back into my armor craft. You'll notice there are no ticks beside any of these. So there are lots of ticks here, so we've made at least one of these. And we haven't made a bronze scutum. 3 bronze plate and 3 bronze rivets. So I haven't made everything I can. In much the same way as your gatherers can be leveled by you finding new stuff, so too can your crafters be leveled by you making new stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, let's have a quick looky-see at the achievements. Go into here, we'll go crafting and gathering. And I think we will discover under armorer that, okay, successfully synthesize levels 1 to 10 and successfully synthesize 11 to 20. So we're at kind of 24. We need to fix that. And so on and so forth. And once again, you have a chance for an Armorer's Life for me. Once you've gotten all of these done, you have a chance to get a nice level 55 Mallet of the Lumery. This is more level 51 to 60 Armorcraft, and you kind of work your way up. But this is what we're here to check in. I made that, the Armorer unique armor recipes. We are one recipe off actually achieving that for a whole 5 points to spend at the achievement dude. And then of course 70 and then 160, whereupon we get Master Armorer's Ring, which would be handy. Once we have crafted and recorded the completion of 280 unique armor recipes, we can have a lovely level 200 Blessed Hammerkeep's Beetle, which looks very, very cool. Craftsmanship of 315 and a control of 169. I mean, that's kind of awesome in and of itself. 340 unique armor recipes will get you a level 350 tool. My guess is by the time you get to here, you're probably not going to need them, but they are very pretty and we can always stick them in our glamours. And that, and I want them anyway because it's an achievement. So, level 11 to 20 Armorcraft, we need 300 of those. We're not achievement hunting today, repeat that after me. But I am thinking, I don't need to level this character yet, do I? So what we're looking for, what? A Mithril Cuirass? Let me just find that again. So you'll notice things are going to start dropping off the bottom in a minute. So bring that up. Okay, I need Electrum Ingot, Mithril Rings, and Mithril Plate. Let us see what we've got here. That looks like an Electrum Ingot. That looks like a Mithril Ingot. Silver, brass, copper, iron, bronze. That's bronze plate. I mean, we could make that thing, couldn't we? Let's keep trucking. Alright, I've forgotten what I need already. This just makes it so much quicker to find what you need. Alright, Electrum Ingot, Mithril Rings, and Mithril Plate. I am pretty sure I don't have that in either of my retainers, but we might just drop on over to Haragath and find out. Okay, till next we meet. Yes. He's such a good retainer, isn't he? So's this guy. Entrust to withdraw items. Entrust duplicates. Undyed velveteen. Drop that away. We're not using it anyway, so it's probably a good thing to pop it away. Let us sort all of this stuff out. Looks like it's sorted. Alrighty. So we have copper ingots, iron plate. I don't think we're going to have anything we need in here. No. So guess what, guys? I think we're going mining. So if we're going to go mining, thank you guys. If we're going mining, I'll call the episode here. But let's have a look at our mining gear before we leave. So, miner, level 29. C for character. Level 29 gear, so it's higher actually. Level 48. Level 29 gear. Did we pick up any new mining gear? No. She's looking pretty good, doesn't she? Okay. We wanted mithril. So we want to make mithril ingots, electrum ingots, because we're going to run out of mithril. So that's our main thing. It's not that hard to find if I remember correctly. It's just fiddly to go get. However, we do have a challenge log entry to fill. So we have mithril ore and mithril sand. So mithril sand is out at the Red Labyrinth in southern Thanalan. Okay, there's little Alamigo, just go south, and that's where your mithril sand is. Mithril ore is in the Sigoli Desert. Just zoom on out. So you basically go to Forgotten Springs and flap your way over to this corner over here. You'll pick up a few little bits and bobs. Some people will want some of the extra bits and bobs. So, and as you can see, we haven't with Roselore done all of the gathering that we can. So we've missed a couple of things off. Okay, we've missed a lot of things off in some respects. So we're going to have to go and do that with her as well. It's probably a good idea to get your gatherers up with your crafters because stuff gets expensive otherwise. Alrighty, where are we going? Forgotten Springs. We're going to do that next episode though, guys. If you've enjoyed this quietly crafting episode as much as I have, please hit that like button. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. If you would like to see more of something and I haven't covered it, please let me know in the comments and I will bid you adieu. Take care out there.